Today we're going to talk about interior and exterior angles of triangles. We're going to add to our knowledge of what we know about triangles, besides the fact that they just have three sides, they have special names, or they have three angles. First thing we're talking about is triangle angles. So we have interior angles and exterior angles of triangles. Interior angles we're familiar with. They're inside the triangle. So these three angles are interior angles because they're inside. Then we have our exterior angles. Exterior angles are outside the triangle. And they're made by extending one of the sides all the way through a vertice to create that exterior angle. The interior angles of a triangle have a unique fact that they add up to 180 degrees. So our three angles together will always add up to 180 degrees, no matter what, as long as they're interior. We can use this fact to help find missing angle measures. If we look here, we'll look at problem 1. So we'll just do the first problem here together. I have three interior angles, and I know they add up to 180. So I'm going to write my own equation. 21 plus 132 plus my missing angle, which we're going to call x, equals 180. This will always be the case because we're dealing with interior angles. If we go ahead and solve, 21 and 132 combine to make 153 plus x equals 180. And now we can go ahead and solve from there. Subtract 150 on both sides, 153, excuse me. And we get x equals 27. That's the value of x. Now, it just so happens that we only have x in that corner, so 27 degrees is our value. On problem 2, we won't solve, but I'll show what that equation would set up. It would be one angle, 22 degrees, plus 130 degrees, plus my missing angle equals 180. And we would go ahead and solve from there. In the next problems, we'll look at interior angles that have expressions rather than just values themselves. Find the value of x first, then substitute to find the measure of angle A. So here I have an angle that's x plus 45 and an angle that's x plus 65. Here I have an angle that doesn't have a number, but it has a symbol. That symbol tells us it's 90 degrees. So if I write my equation, I have one angle, x plus 45. That comes right from here. My other angle I'm going to add to it is x plus 65. That comes from my other interior angle, plus 90. And that all equals 180 because they're interior angles. If we go ahead and solve, we combine like terms. So we get 2x plus 200 equals 180. Now you're probably thinking, wait, how can it be 200? Our angles only add up to 180. Remember, we're just finding the value of x, and we'll use that x to find our measures of angles. So we subtract 200. That leaves us with 2x equals negative 10. Well, that's not good math. Negative 20. Divide by 2. I was one step ahead of myself. Now we get negative 10. Now I will take that value of x and substitute it in to find my angle measures. Negative 10 plus 45, that equals 35. And negative 10 plus 65, which equals 55. In problem 4, we'll go ahead and set up the equation. x plus 81 plus x plus 66. So those are the two angles with the variables in them, plus our other angle, 45, which equals 180 degrees. And that's interior angles of a triangle. Again, a couple key facts is that they add up to 180 degrees. And we want to make sure that we take our value of x and use it to find our angle measure. The next video will cover exterior angles.